Hey everybody. This is my food room. I've been in here working today, so I figured I'd do a video. Not much. It's there, I guess, getting there. I moved a lot of stuff out, a lot of buckets. This ain't the only pantry in the house. This is the one that I keep a lot of stuff in, different stuff. I mean, you know, normal everyday stuff we eat. Of course, I got a lot of vacuum sealing to do still. Just did these buckets this morning, right here. So, but, you know, in a SHTF situation, economy down or something, grocery stores got enough food to last a couple days. I mean, it looks like a lot of food, but when you get that many people storming the store trying to get their supplies, there's nothing left. I mean, I've seen, you know, bread and milk gone in a matter of minutes and 2 inches of snow. So, but I got my can organizers in, so I really don't like the way it does this kind of stuff. You know, it's only, you can get 2 cans in there, whatever, but it lets me know. I'll tell you what it's good for. It lets you know what you're slacking on. Like, I thought I had tons of this chicken breast left, and I see that I don't. I mean, you know, I haven't been buying a lot of it lately. I've been canning it. If you see here, I've been canning a lot of chicken down there too. It's whole chicken tenders. I do the tenders too, the whole tender. But beef, soups, I mean, there's meatloafs down here. You gotta do the meatloaf in a wide mouth jar, but just tons and tons of stuff. There's buckets under there. I'm doing this with all my hygiene stuff. There's Fig bars and crackers and energy bars, emergency bars, and that. There's a bunch of tobacco. MREs up there. MREs back here. MREs right there. And you can grab this tub. It's, I think, 17 meals in there. If you ration that right, that'd last a little while if you had to just run and go. See, them cans, this can organizer, they do work out good because it lets you know what you're slacking on. Like tomato soup, I don't have a lot of, or somebody sent me that, tactical bacon. Great Northern beans, I don't have a lot of. And then behind this, they got Mountain House. I got some mixed up stuff in there. Mountain House in there, Mountain House in there. There's one of the best tools you could ever own if you're a prepper. But canned food galore back in there. I don't know if you could see. Just stacks of it. And some more up here. That's just something my wife's been looking for. I told her I found it. I don't know how it got in this room, but something else I do. I keep a flashlight in this room at all times. If a power failure, I know I can open that door. There's a flashlight there. Of course, behind those doors over there is the panel box and the water filter system and all that for the well. So it's kind of good to have a flashlight in here. But you know, it's a lot when you're storing food. A lot of things to keep up with. Just a bunch of bartering items and stuff up there. Bunch of wheat and stuff here in the bottom that I still need to seal up. But when you're storing food, there's a lot you need to keep up with. You need to make sure that you rotate your stuff, because you can wind up one day coming down here or coming to your room and finding out that you got a truckload of stuff that ain't no good anymore. So you want to make sure you keep up with it. Now this treat I got on a deal, and I got a bunch of that. I mean, these shelves, they go way back in there. They're 20, I think these boxes are 25 inches long. I can't remember. I think they are 27, 25, whatever. But so these shelves are like 30-inch shelves. So it's pretty deep of food. Got your powdered milk. I'm going to sew all that up. More canned food. Wicker's barbecue sauce. You gotta have Wicker's barbecue sauce, both kinds. This stuff is awesome. A friend of mine sent me a bottle one time. I've been hooked on it ever since. Got a stack of water. I drink a lot of bottled water. I'm drinking one now. So I keep plenty of bottled water. I keep this type of water. I throw a few tea bags in there and set it out in the sun. Make tea, whatever. I keep the big bottles of water too. Just, you gotta have water. You can't just eat dry food. And all this rice and beans, it takes water. So anywhere I can store water extra, I will. I mean, we have, you know, 15,000 gallons outside. Then I have barrels sitting everywhere, plus we have a well. But anywhere I can store water, I do so. But I just wanted to share it with you. Got a bunch of alcohol up here. If I want to just lay in the floor drunk at the end of the world, I could. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to drop that. These Bean Choice bottles, these old ones, pick them up at estate sales and yard sales and things like that. They're full, and that alcohol doesn't go bad. And I don't give much for this stuff. Oh, more buckets up here. Mountain House, some apple slices, potato flakes, onions, dried scrambled eggs. I mean, it's just tons of shelves full of stuff. All up there. I will say that this ain't all I have, but boxes of stuff there. These hams work, they're pretty good. You know, pop it open, they last. I mean, hell, the dates on these things last like 3 or 4 more years. But if you look back, right back there, you'll see there's buckets. Well, that's 2 buckets deep. Runs from the floor to the ceiling. You can see it back there too. That's all long-term stuff. Then I got, of course, keep some of my tools down here, grinders and stuff. There's more beans and rice and wheat and oatmeals and corn, just all kinds of stuff. Keep the big cans of stuff too. We have cookouts and stuff. I use those. If anything ever happens, you know, you can feed a lot of people. I kind of prep for more than just me and my family, so, but a lot of people don't. Oh, look at that. Bacon Spam, made with real bacon. Look at that right there. Bacon makes anything taste good. I even got some turkey. Made with 100% white lean turkey. So you can't beat that. And this treat is just made with chicken and pork. It's like a hot dog. I mean, all the same thing. This is the traditional baked ham taste. But some beef stews and stuff. To a lot of people, this might look like a lot of stuff, but to me, it doesn't look like a lot of stuff. See that? That's right. Remember that. That's Prepper's code. I tell you what, meat is the main thing for me. You got to have proteins and things like that. Rice and beans is okay, but you're gonna have to have other things. So I try to select the variety of things that we eat. I don't really like to keep a lot of things that we don't eat unless it's something that I know that can keep us alive. You know, don't matter how it tastes. If you get hungry enough, you're gonna eat it. But everything in here, you know, we eat or we like to eat or we have eaten. So, of course, your sugars. Down here you got your salts. I mean, it's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of food in here. Well, I guess that's it. I just wanted to start off trying to make some prepping videos again. I figured I'd start with the food room since I worked on this all day. And I'm telling you, any space that I could put something, I'm trying to put something. Just like I use the middle of the floor, so you can get around both sides of this. I'll take it all the way up another bucket high if I have to. Make a little bucket wall here as I'm going along. I got tons of buckets and tons of stuff to seal up. This is just a tip of the iceberg, so to say. But anyway, appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for all the new subs that's coming in. Thanks for all the people that stuck with me through the last year and a half or so. Really appreciate it. Let me get back to work. I'm going out in the garden now and do some weeding. Gotta have them vegetables. Storing food is an excellent idea, but being able to grow it and preserve it and store it your own way and keep it fresh and canned meats and things like that, that's the main thing. It's easy to go buy a bunch of stuff and say, oh yeah, I'm a prepper, but you need to learn skills to preserve food and store food and things like that too. I'll tell you what I like about the Gamer Seal lid is you don't have to bust the seal on the lid to check your stuff, and if you just think you're going to put it in a bucket and then never check it, you might find out 10 years from now that that stuff's gone bad or something's done happened and you didn't check it. So 10 years from now, if it takes that long and something ever happens, or if you ever need to use your food storage, you're going to be very upset that you didn't check your supplies and keep track of it. It's a hard job. I know it's hard. I've been working on this room for about 6 hours. Moved everything around, took everything out, dusted the shelves off, put those boxes up, rearranged stuff, checked dates on stuff, made sure everything was rotated. 6 hours straight non-stop. So that's what my day consists of on my day off today. But if I don't do this at least once every few months, it gets out of hand. It gets out of hand in a month. I mean, this floor will be covered with bags of food because I buy stuff all the time and I bring it here and set it. Say, I'll put it up later. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to put it up on the spot because it's rough. You spend 6 hours down here moving all this heavy canned food around. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the preppersite.com and the Prepper Site on YouTube. This is SHTF food storage. Now I know people are going to say, oh, you didn't do this, you don't have this, I have everything I need. Anyway, remember what I said about the can organizers. If you go to the Prepper Site, there's a link there if you want to check it out. They're not expensive. My honest opinion, I didn't like them because it was complicated to put together. After putting about 5 or 6 of them together, you get the hang of it and it goes good then. I don't know if you can see, it's because it's clear. But I use some real good heavy duty clear tape and tape around the box just to give it some prolonged life. But it lets you know what you're lacking. I mean, you know, it's a good idea. So then I can see when I go to the store, well, I need to pick up more tomato soup or pinto beans, which I'm not going to do that. Some of this stuff I'm going to use and not replace. But like sliced carrots, I'm low on. I want to know that if I have all this other vegetables here. I'm sorry I'm moving so fast. You just gotta bear with me. All these vegetables I got boxes and boxes and cases of. But like carrots, I don't have a lot of. It's the only box of carrots I have. So these kind of let you know that you're missing this and that. See you in the next prepping video. Y'all have a good day.